By now, I think it should be extremely obvious who the elite Geometry Dash community figures are. They're the people who are essentially mindless content farms that just make shit videos for their community full of children, which, yeah, is like every fan base in the entirety of the Geometry Dash community, but whatever. Normally, I wouldn't really care about people that I really don't have any relation to at all, but there's something about just fake ass people that generally just doesn't sit right with me. My case in point is like basically every modern day famous content creator or player currently in the community. What I'm trying to say is that basically every famous, community figure is extremely fucking fake and will do whatever they want or do whatever they can to keep like this self-image that they want for themselves and their community, whether it be fake or not, which generally just pisses me off because that self-image basically just fucks with people and makes them think that they're a completely different person when meanwhile they're just not that same person that they're making people think they are. I'd rather someone be upfront and honest than just constantly basically fucking lying about themselves and everything that they stand for. Which I guess is something you just have to do or deal with if you're a prominent community figure, since, you gotta make yourself look better, obviously, if you're a bigger figure. And yes, I'm saying that I think every famous creator or content creator in the current climate of the Geometry Dash community does this. They're so fucking fake and lie about themselves and their own community to the point where their fans actually just become fucking brain dead and will defend everything that they do, which is 100% under their control. But I guess I do understand that, if you like somebody, you're gonna want to defend them. But the thing that literally everybody overlooks in Twitter arguments is, considering what other people say, instead of just completely ignoring them because you don't believe them instantly. But yeah, basically I'm just making this video because I want to say how incredibly fucking fake the community can be at some points, especially if you're a prominent community figure. The number of, actually real people in the Geometry Dash community are pretty sparse, but there's a couple good people like Gizbro and a couple of my friends, but beyond that there isn't really many. I mean, I guess Aeon Air is like kind of cool, but he's kind of like in that circle of other fake ass community figures like Juniper and Tech. I mean, I guess Tech is kind of like actually okay, like better than Juniper, but he still has to like keep a self-image of himself, I guess. People like Aeon Air are actually cool and it doesn't really seem like they, do anything for other people to make himself look better. He's just overall kind of cool guy. People like Technical and Juniper obviously have to keep a self-image of themselves because they're some of the biggest figures in the community currently. I think Tech deserves it. I mean, he basically got all of his attention from, being actually okay at the game. Juniper just made lazy ass animation content and, a couple of years back, and now she's considered an actual good community figure, where I think she's completely fucking useless and shouldn't even be in the community. Juniper's fan base is fucking awful and all of her fans are retarded. Tech's fans are, basically the same, but not nearly as worse as Juniper's. Yeah, obviously it's good to have, some attention and a fan base that big. But honestly, if I were Juniper, I wouldn't give a shit about my fans because they're all fucking stupid. Like, if I was her, I'd just straight up fucking tell my fans that they're fucking stupid. Again, I don't want to seem like some fake ass dude who only lies about himself and everything he stands for to seem like a better person. Which is exactly what I think, exactly what, most of the big figures in the community do. No, this is not confined to just the Geometry Dash community, because basically everybody does that. In fact, I think PewDiePie thinks some of his fans are fucking retarded himself. But yeah, I just think that, all of these big community figures are just annoying as fuck because of how fake they are. It kind of pisses me off too about how fucking stupid and blind their fan bases are. You can't really expect much from a game whose fan base is kind of made up by a bunch of fucking small children like 12 and 11-year-olds. But I can guarantee you that was not nearly as retarded as, Juniper Technical fans when I was 11 or 12. I don't think Juniper or Technical or anybody else who does the same shit they do are, necessarily bad people for, lying about themselves and making them seem like they're somebody that they aren't. But it's just fucking annoying to me how fake people can be sometimes. You also can't really speak out about anybody because, you know, people who just lie about their community and themselves tend to have a really defensive community. Most of the time they just ended up sounding like a fucking idiot, but, you know, arguments are just really good to avoid sometimes because they just end up being fucking annoying. But yeah, I just wanted to point out how fucking fake and terrible some of these GD YouTubers are. So yeah, subscribe if you want to hear, you know, any more rants like these. If you intend to comment about stupid shit related to the video, then I really don't care. I'm not going to get involved in the argument. Just try to not start arguments in my comments because, once again, I don't care and I don't really want arguments in my comments. Not because, you know, I hate arguments, which I do. It's just that arguments related to Geometry Dash community, especially in comment sections, are just generally fucking stupid. So yeah.